Right, guys, so it is the start of February. We're kicking off just after the last episode has ended. So have a look at the wealth evaluator. It's pretty much exactly the same, 12.13 bill. What I've decided is I am actually going to sell all of my archaeology materials because they're pretty high at the moment, and I believe that they're not going to go up significantly more. So those have obviously all, those animal furs sold significantly higher, which is interesting. They sold for 7.5k each. So yeah, the dragon metal is selling but slowly. So that was like 100 mils worth of kind of additional cash. So yeah, that's kind of nice to be adding to the cash pile. Nearly 400 mil now. It gives me enough to kind of restock on my brews. I haven't got many brews left for doing various PVMing, and I've got plenty of other supplies. Like in terms of the overloads, not going to run out of Elder overloads anytime soon. Not going to run out of like rib scrolls, and I'll turn these into more scrolls when the Amalod hour comes up. So yeah, we've got plenty of supplies for this month. I'm actually going to go back to Ascension bosses because I'm really enjoying them at the moment, and they're pretty good GP. It takes like 15 to 18 seconds to kill one, and yeah, it's just crazy. Like I think you can get on the non-difficult ones, so like Quintus and Quartus can be a little bit more difficult because you can't just like maximum DPS them, because if you do, you get destroyed by the lightning a little bit. But with the other ones, you can get like 160 kills an hour easy, just with a pretty chill method, which is essentially you make an Ascension crossbow every 3 hours, I think, at 160 kills an hour. Or it might be every 2 hours or something. I think it's every 2 hours actually, which is just insane. So, and it kind of leads me nicely into one of the side goals that I've got. So I was having a look at the different collection logs that there are in the game, and I was kind of having a look through the Slayer ones. And so I'd actually really like to get this title, which is the Harbinger of Death. And I think it's a pretty kind of like cool one to get because it's quite grindy. So the bosses or the demi-bosses that we're going to have to kill are Glaciors to get the Glacior boots. We're going to have to kill TDs to get the Ruined Armor slices and the Dragon Limbs. Now, I did do some TDs last month in January, and I got 3 claw drops. Didn't get any of the Ruined Armor shards or slices, and no Dragon Limbs, unfortunately. We're also going to have to do some dinosaurs to get the Blowpipe fins, and these are like 1 in 20k off task. To get a specific one, I think like 1 in 5k drop and 1 in 1.5k on task. So we're gonna have to do those, on task. We've got to get Penny from the light creatures. We've got to get Serious Claw from, the Arc regions and kind of like scare tactics and all that kind of stuff. So there's a lot of kind of variety, reasonably kind of good money making monsters to kill, and I actually quite enjoy them. And these 3 here are 1 in 1k each, so that's like 3k TDs if you're on drop rate. But what is a little bit annoying is that I actually have 6 of each in the bank at the moment, just from doing TDs over the years. So normally with the drop logs, if it was an untradeable drop, I think it's untradeable. Oh no, never mind, they're tradable, which is why it hasn't updated. Okay. So yeah, that's kind of what we're going to do. We'll start off with, and obviously keep on doing our Reaper. We're going to do some Raksha shortly. I was picking Ambassador because it gives more Reaper points, but Raksha actually gives 32 Reaper points, which is like 5 less, and it's only 8 kills, which takes less than an hour, versus doing 4 Ambassador, which takes me over an hour to do that. So yeah, that's kind of what we're going to be cracking on with now. Alright, so I think we're probably going to call it a day pretty much for Ascensions now. We managed to get 5 bows done, so you can see that I just need to get one more Signet 6. I ran out of keys, so I'm just going to buy a few more and try and get that final one ticked off. I think they're probably going to go down because the double XP weekend has been announced. And then we've only got the Primus and Quartus Signet that are duplicates or Quintus, so it's not too bad just leaving those there, and we've made a good amount of profit from the bows. Once I've sold the final one, I'll do a price check at the bank and we can have a look what the final increase to the value is. So yeah, what I'm probably going to do now that the double XP weekend has been announced, I've been slowly buying these crystal tool seeds, and basically crystal tool ciphers tend to go up on double XP, so these are selling for over 800k each at the moment. So I'm going to turn all of these into crystal, like one of the crystal tools, just assemble crystal parts and then start creating as many of these crystal ciphers as I can, and then I'll sell those off for hopefully a decent amount of profit. Alright, so we managed to make 82 of the crystal tool siphons. I already had some in the bank, but one instance sold for like 818k, so I'm going to put it in for like 890 and just see if they sell. That would be pretty awesome. In terms of the crystal tool seeds, let's have a look. So I spent like 36 mil on 600, but 433 bought, and I think I made 58 from that 433. So it's definitely like really good profit if you can kind of slow buy these, but it just takes a lot of time really. Alright, this is it guys, the last crossbow we'll be making for quite some time. So we're going to create the main hand, which is more, I believe, than the offhand currently, which is weird because it's normally the other way around for like switches and stuff. So we will sell this. I think it's something for like 204 mil at the moment, so we'll just pop that in. I sold 2 earlier for 204, you can see here, so I'll just leave those in. And then I've got one here sold for 190, so that was the first one that I sold, and then I sold 2 for 206, and then another 2 hopefully for 204. So overall over a billion GP in crossbows. So the bank value is now 12.88, so we were like 12.13 when we started. Now we did get a greater chain ability codex, so we need to take 100 mil off that, but we've made like 650 mil ish in loot in making those crossbows. So like super lucky, well above average drop rate. That mainly came from buying the keys at the right time. So I bought them when the bows went down to like 180 mil and everyone was dumping keys, so I got them super cheap compared to what they are at the moment. And also got really lucky on Primus, so yeah, made like over 100 mil bow, which is just crazy lucky. But yeah, we're gonna call it a day there for the Ascension bosses. We still do have these 2 signets here, so we may go back at some point and the Dragon Cross bit ready. But yeah, we're gonna take a bit of a break now and do some new things. Alright, so we're at Venomous Dinosaurs now. It took me bloody ages to find these. So these drop the blowpipe pieces. And we're gonna have to kill like 20,000 of these off task if we want to try and get the blowpipe. So we're in for a pretty long ride, I think. I'll just see how it goes for a little while. Hopefully won't be too boring. We'll try and do it on the raw as well. And yeah, the only valuable drop these guys have is like the dinosaur egg. So hopefully we can get a couple of those whilst we get these, and make a little bit of money out of it as well. Alright, so I'm currently just AFKing some armor spikes. I didn't actually realise, but you can actually upgrade these to like alloy armor spikes. So you need a concentrated alloy bar to do this, but then they do basically almost double damage for what the regular armor spikes do. So I'm going to get to G and buy some of the concentrated alloy bars and upgrade the ones that I've made. We've got a Rapture Reaper, so we'll do that. And then I'm not sure what I'm going to do after that. Maybe some hard clue scrolls. Alright, so we've got our new armor alloy spikes. The ping is feeling pretty good on this world, so hopefully we can now go and kill some Rapture and not die twice and sign like 4 times this hour. Alright guys, so we're getting towards the end of our journey towards our blessed flask. We've got pretty much everything we need. We're just waiting for, we need another 500 harmonic dust, which we can get from the merchant, the deep sea fishing trading merchant today. So yeah, I'm just creating the blessed molten glass now. Then I should have everything I need to get that blessed flask, which is going to be awesome to have. Alright, here we are guys, 2 million coins for 500 harmonic dust, so it's pretty expensive, but that's it, that's all that we need. We're going to get the unstable air rune as well, just because it gives you Runescape points, which I may need in the future. But yeah, there we go. We've now got all of the harmonic dust that we need to create the blessed flask, so we're going to go and gather all of the items that are in the bank and finish that off now. Alright, here we go. This took quite a long time to get all the stuff for. But yeah, we've got everything we need for the blessed flask shell, so that this is like the first step in the process of creating the blessed flask. So we now need to craft the shell, which has got all of these different things here. I actually think that I don't have the light cores, so I'm going to have to go to kill some light creatures to get those, and I also need to get 500 positive energy from the ark as well. Fortunately, I've got a saved island that I can do that on. Alright, so I have to actually get positive energy, not the ancestral energy that I thought. So I'm here on Cyclosis, one of the islands in the ark, or whatever it's called, I've forgotten. And yeah, it's going to take us a little while, so I've got my enrichment aura on, so hopefully that should help with getting it. You only get 3 at a time, so yeah, this is probably going to take an hour or two to get the full 500. So yeah, time for some AFK time whilst we get this, and then we're basically should be ready to go. Alright guys, here it is. After a long time gathering all of this stuff, we finally got everything we need to make our blessed flask. So yeah, we're going to craft that now, and that is one item done. Over 100 mil to make this, but yeah, we'll charge it up with some extreme prayers now, and obviously update our presets with it as well. The only one I'm really going to use it for is Slayer, I think. So towards the back end of the month, we really got into soloing KK. I think I did it because I had a Slayer task and just wanted to see, you know, how fast kills were. And with the setup, I was using Keras Dagger, Trim Masterwork, and I started off with using Zerkora and Ripper Demon, and kills were going pretty smoothly, but I felt like I was just getting like destroyed by the minions, even using kind of the hugging the wall method. So I downgraded to my my Brawler aura, and found kills were not significantly slower and just much more enjoyable and much less supplies used. So I really got into soloing KK. I think I did over 500 solo kills this month towards the back end of the month, and as you'll see kind of on screen at the moment, we managed to chug through so many Drygors. I think we got 15 Drygors in total. A couple of those were in a duo, but the majority of those were solo. We also got the Kalphite Claw. We got every Drygor drop, so we ticked off the log once we kind of decide to unlock the pet. And yeah, I think we made... Well, actually, I've got another clip in the video that I'll put in at the end of this that shows you how much money we made from killing Kalphite King. But yeah, I really, really enjoyed killing this boss. And who says that kind of older bosses are not as profitable as kind of newer ones? Hey guys, so quick update from my end. I decided that, so we're doing a lot of KK obviously, and I'll show you the collection log very quickly, because it was it was clean collection log. I had no drygores when I started, and I've had 13 drops over the last week or so, and I had decided, or maybe it was 15, how many is there, 6, 9, 10, so yeah, 15 drops over the last week or so, and I decided I was going to go for like 28 to get a full invent, but I just thought, I'd see if I could sell any on the double XP weekend. I don't really know why, but I thought I might be able to get some like good prices for them, and that has turned out very well for me. So like current prices, everything I've sold at least 5% over. So the Dragolon's 54 mil current mid value, and I sold for 57. Dragol base mid value is 37, and I sold it for 55. Rapier's mid value is 33, and I sold for 40. Offhand Rapier's mid value is 46, sold for 65, and then Mace's 44, sold for 46.7, and the big one, I don't really know what happened here. This was like ridiculous. So I put it in 5% over mid, which is 62 mil, and it sold for 128 mil. So yeah, I don't really know what's going on with the prices of Drygos, but I'm hoping that I picked a good time to sell. I don't have any of them left, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to empty my coin pouch, and we'll see how much we got from doing all of those. When I price checked it, I think it was like 650 mil or something, and it's actually sold for 877 mil. So like absolutely ridiculous, insane amounts of gold from doing that boss, and like I feel like I didn't even do it for that long, like maybe like a week or so. So that puts us back over $1 billion cash, and our bank value is over 13 bill now, so 13.139. Probably gonna chuck this on Greater Ricochet. I really wanted to get my own drop, but it's been like 850 odd kills now and still haven't got one. So I'm kind of tempted to just chuck the GP at it now. I would really like an Eldritch as well, and because I've been doing some ranged Raksha, and even though at the moment it's slower, it's just like considerably more chill than meleeing Raksha. So you can see in my event at the moment, I've actually got some keystones for the Ascension bosses. People are dumping keys because obviously double XP weekend and they want the cash, and I need one more signet. So I'm going to go finish that bow off. That should be some decent profit, another 200 mil-ish to add to the cash stack. And then probably going to go back to KK, to be honest, because with the price of Drygors, like everything's just going a bit crazy at the moment. So yeah, going to go back to KK. I've got 152 on tasks to do. Maybe we'll get lucky and hopefully we can sell them for a good amount of profit. Alright guys, so we're going to call it a day there for this episode. I hope you have enjoyed. On screen at the moment, we'll just have a quick look at the the loot tabs. This is the smaller loot tab. The main changes in here: Saranic scales went up from 5 to 94. The dinosaur bones 3.7k to 6.2k. All the salvage has gone up in the herbs. But the more interesting tab, the drop tab, we got every single Drygor this month. We got the Kalphite claw, we got the Raksha pet as well, which is awesome. We got really lucky on some Slayer drops. We picked up 2 Wyvern crossbows, blowpipe chitin, ancient elven ritual shard, just a ton of stuff that we needed for the Slayer log that we're going for, the Harbinger of Death. So, and we also got the Araxes Eye, Araxes Fang, Greater Chain, Codex, Laceration Boots, Blast Fusion Boots, so just a ton of stuff added to the drop log. Obviously some of it is just placeholder because sold it for the cash at the moment. At some point I will try and keep the drops, but I'll only probably start doing that once I've actually got all of the best in slot items, in terms of like I'll need an Eldritch. I basically need Eldritch and Greater Ricochet, and then I'm pretty much set in terms of gear. So yeah, that's going to be it for this episode. I'm going to leave you some bloopers of me dying and heading to Death's office. But yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed. Obviously quite a few hours went into this video. And I hope you are looking forward to next month. Hopefully it will be another big one.